With Donald Trump as the clear frontrunner for the Republican nomination and seemingly nothing standing in his way to stop him. I mean, because let's be real, his first real trial starts on Super Tuesday next year. So people are going to be voting as he's walking into court. He's going to win big on Super Tuesday because we're not going to have a conviction yet. And he's pretty much going to sail to the nomination at that point. So Trump's going to be the Republican nominee. That's a given. What's not a given, however, is which of these freaks out there on the right is he going to pick as his running mate? Which, of course, leads me to my next question from Kelly's Homemade Kitchen, who asks, who do you think Trump will choose as his running mate? Now, there's lots of different ways to read that. Should I read it literally, like who do I think he will pick? Should I read it as who are the possibilities, or should I read it as who should he pick to help him the most? Because there's different answers to all three of those questions. Who do I think he will pick? I think it'll be Kristi Noem from South Dakota. Who should he pick? Honestly, to bolster his weaknesses, Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is proving that she is a formidable opponent. She surged above. She's in number 2 spot. Like, she's number 2. He's number 1. She's number 2. So it makes the most sense to pick the second choice as your running mate. Which, would have been real smart if the last 2 Democratic nominees had done that. I mean, we'd be looking at a much different world right now if Hillary Clinton had picked Bernie Sanders to be her running mate. We wouldn't be talking about Donald Trump every single day if Hillary Clinton chose Bernie Sanders to be her running mate. So it's not a stupid idea ever to pick the person who comes in second to be number 2 on the ticket. And right now for Donald Trump, that person is Nikki Haley, because she fits the description of what his campaign has essentially told us they're after. They want to pick a woman. They want to pick a woman that can shore up the average, suburban mom vote. Nikki Haley doesn't exactly turn those folks off. Donald Trump does. Putting her on the ticket may help him in that arena. Now, who are some of the other names being floated? Well, recently, Tucker Carlson, so that's a possibility. Marjorie Taylor Greene is still lobbying very, very hard to get that slot, but Marjorie Taylor Greene is a very polarizing figure who I do not think will attract a single new voter to Donald Trump's camp. Another name that's been floated because she is lobbying just as hard as Marjorie Taylor Greene. In fact, reports have said that the two are kind of trash-talking each other to Donald Trump. Kari Lake. Kari Lake could be the nominee. Donald Trump likes the way she looks on TV. However, his advisors have said that she's a bit of a spotlight hog, which Trump is a spotlight hog, so you can't have 2 hogs at one trough. And, of course, they say that he would not be crazy enough or stupid enough to pick Marjorie Taylor Greene because she is so toxic. So I think that probably leaves somebody like Kristi Noem. Because Kristi Noem, while extreme, while MAGA, while loyal to Trump, is not well known enough to yet turn off enough voters. Now, that would likely change during a campaign, but she has all the time in the world to prepare for it. So I think she could do what Nikki Haley could do, just not to the same degree that Nikki Haley would be able to do it for a Trump ticket. So if those are the options, I would not be shocked at all if Trump picks a Nikki Haley or Kristi Noem to be his running mate. If he picks any of those other wackadoos, wow, that's going to be quite the crap show. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.